The days have been absolutely flying by for me. Today is Monday, the 27th. It is, and it is 3:21 p.m. I don't know where my morning went. I went to go to the gym. I worked out. I came back, and I still haven't showered or gotten dressed. I just put on a different shirt, a pajama shirt top, and that is pretty much it. So lately I have to be so on top of things because otherwise it's 3:21 and I'm like, what happened between 9 a.m. and 3:21? Like, it's just crazy. Anyway, welcome back to my vlog. Thank you for being here. It's been a little while since, well, it hasn't really been a little while, but the last vlog that I uploaded was my birthday vlog, which was at the beginning of April, and it is now April 27th, like I shared. And so in between the last vlog and today, I filmed a bunch of things and I lost the majority of my footage, thinking that I have moved everything from my camera onto my phone, which is where I edit. Anyway, a long story short, I accidentally deleted everything and lost everything. In the last vlog, I left off with sharing with you that my meal was going to come. I had a guest coming, that was her, and she was here for a full week. It was a ton of fun. We mostly just bonded, spent time together, you know, stayed at home a lot, and she cooked her amazing food and desserts, and it was all super fun. Thrifting, and we went to anthropology one of the days. I love anything pottery and ceramics, so every time I'm just like so attracted to the mugs section and like everything really, right? But yeah, so that's one of the things that I've lately I've noticed about myself. Anytime I go anywhere, anything that's like pottery related or like handcrafted, I'm just like drawn to it like a crazy magnet. Just like anyway, yeah, so we did that, and then one of the days that she was here, the lights went out, the power, I guess is what you would call it, in the neighborhood, and we had just bought some candles, so we lit those, and it was really cute. Yeah, it was really cute. And then the power came back, and it was interesting because it was almost like we were really enjoying just like bonding in the dark. My husband had to work a majority of the time, but we still did get to do some fun stuff all together. We went to go get some Japanese one of the days, and I'm just looking at my phone because I'm looking at the footage so I can share a little bit about that and include it here. Then it was my dad's birthday after she left, and I also lost the majority of that, well, I think all of that footage. But in the following days, I went to go visit my parents. I went vitamin shopping with my mom, which was really nice because it's just, I love wellness, and this is something that we I don't know, we really connect on. So that was a fun little trip. I love, you know, something that I love about my parents, and I feel like they've passed that on to me, or I fully claimed and accepted because I love this from them, is that they can make anything an adventure. Like anything, they were like the best, biggest tourist in their own town, like anywhere though, because we've moved a lot, right? So when we lived in Mexico, for example, and they still are the biggest tourist in Mexico even though they don't live there anymore, we would always go to places and they have this like childlike wonder and enthusiasm for discovering new places, talking to new people, and just trying their food and how they do things. They just like have this like child pure curiosity of life and how other people live it, and just to learn and to experience it. And they like, this is the part that I love so much and that I feel like I inherited, is that I didn't you don't have to, sorry, I got distracted by a message. You don't have to travel really far away to feel all of your senses, right? Which is, I feel like the majority of travel, that's why there's such an attraction to it, because it's like we forget what we've automated, and now we really experience it all because we're really fully there present. And in our lives, sometimes it's really easy to automate things and take them for granted, and just like not even, our brain, like we just don't even see it anymore, right? So yeah, there's that. But oh my gosh, so any little thing that we do leads me back to what I was sharing, like even going to get some vitamins from the grocery store. We went to Whole Foods. We make it a whole thing where we even the kids get really excited about any little thing, right? So it's like we're making the plans for it, like the journey ahead of getting vitamins from the store really quick. It's not just a quick trip. It's not like go grab it, let's go. It's more of like that feminine vibe of really enjoying the journey leading up, you know, while it's happening and afterwards. So yeah, and I feel like I was noticing this is really present in my life because I took the kids to, or any little thing that I do, I feel like I get them really involved and we make it into an experience. Even going thrifting, going to get some strawberries, it's all part of like enjoying the process of planning it, the doing it, and then talking about it, all of our favorite pieces. So anyway, with that said, me and Isa also went walking not too long ago to a river that we always get to on bikes, but this time I wanted to go walking because yeah, it's so complicated to like, I don't know, I just rather have my husband and have him load all the bikes and all of that stuff. So I felt like, you know what, we'll walk. But we didn't stay for long. We found the river, we came home, it was really nice. What else? I took my kids to a nursery that I really like here in Raleigh called Atlantic Nursery, or actually Atlantic Gardening. I'm butchering the name probably, but they have mimosas there and they have the cutest, best plants, and the way that the nursery is set up, it just feels like such a vibe for sure. And I really want pearl, like what's it called, that pearl plant, and I want a banana leaf plant too. That's like on my list of things that I really desire to have. And I also really want like a little shelf somewhere in my living room space to add more plants and make my home more of a home. For a long time I didn't really decorate and I didn't really purchase things for like a while, and that was majority on purpose because I just wanted to find pieces that make me really happy, because I'm going to be spending time with them and looking at them and all of that stuff, even if it took me longer to purchase them for whatever reason. But I'd rather, like, I was at a place where I wanted to wait, but now I'm ready to, like, I don't know, nurture my home and put things up. There was really nothing on the walls, like nothing like that, you know? And yeah, I'm at a place where I want to start doing that now. What else did we do? Just checking my phone. I took a lot of footage there at the nursery. And then I took my kids just very recently on Monday, today is Wednesday, to a strawberry farm, or just a regular farm, but I guess strawberries are in season. It's also a nursery, so they have a lot of beautiful plants. They also have like a little ice cream shop. They hold classes there, and it's called okay, I'm gonna mess up the name this here too, Smith's Nursery. And they have you know, strawberries in season, so we went out into the field, we picked the strawberries. There's like a little playground with like hay, and oh my gosh guys, like the vibe, the stillness, the peace that is felt in that specific location. I was just like, it could be an ocean, it could be I don't know, something that's like, what, you know, wherever it is that you think of like stillness and your peace and like that place that you desire to go to every time. For me it's usually the beach, but I was sitting there in a farm, it's a farm with the sun. It just felt so good touching my skin, and just like sitting there like staring at fields that to me was just, I could have been standing in white sand, blue water, and just been like really soaking in that moment. The feeling was the same, and it was really cool because my kids and I were just like walking, imagining, what if we owned a farm, what if, like, the imagination and the desires and the childlike, you know, feeling and enthusiasm was just so very present. And we were just like, oh my gosh, like the what ifs, right? The what ifs of something wonderful happening, or just imagining this whole different life, and like what would it be like if we, what if we like had bees, and just like this whole entire different reality, and feeling and tapping into that. And it was really cool to do that with my kids. They absolutely loved it. It was just, it felt random because we picked up Jace from school and then we just like went to the farm. And yeah, it was worth it. We had a lot of fun. Got a lot of strawberries. I went back to the gym. I am working out. My back kind of hurts a little tiny bit. It's just a little bit sore, so I'm just like being very aware of it and working like energetically as well, because of just the spiritual things that I uncovered last time, you know, and yeah, releasing things that no longer serve me, not looking into the past, into old stories, releasing all of those, which is another huge awareness that I had. Oh my gosh, huge awareness during this time frame of me losing my footage, and like what's happened between the last vlog and this one. And I'll end it here, you guys. Just this last little story of how, it's not even a story, it's this aha that I've had, right? At least like I known a bunch of these things intellectually, of course, like with my mind, and I could get to that higher perspective so easily and so fast, but I feel like I'm starting to fully embody what it is that I had been sharing about that. And that has to do with sensation over story, like preferring sensation over the story, right? And not getting hung up on the people in the stories I tell, right? Especially if it has to deal with suffering, or I don't know, like some sort of emotion, right? And emotions are not bad. I've always said this. They are communication and they want to be expressed, right? And so now I'm just really like, all the pieces that I've been gathering, excuse me, I'm sorry, all the pieces that I've been gathering are just really coming into fruition. They're just like flourishing and coming alive like the spring, right? Like the flowers opening, because it's not like they weren't there before, but just now I'm just noticing them just fully blooming. And yeah, so when a situation, you know, in my life happens where there's some dissonance, something that wants to be healed, right, within me, and another person's sort of activating that, which is what some people call triggers. I really like to think of them as activations. To forget the story, right? Sometimes the story gets me to know where that feeling or emotion is stuck in my body, and then I can release it from there, right? But yeah, I mean, the challenging part, and my human definitely wants to include the people involved, include the story, and relive it, and there's loops we can get stuck in. And so if we just not delete but let go of that, right, with peace and love, and just focus on what it makes me feel, allow it to have its expression in a healthy way, and then it moves on, just like a storm passes through, right? So that's just the biggest, like, oh my gosh, because initiations are gonna be happening all the time, especially if I am really committed to learning and growing, which I am. So that's what's up. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video and upload it here today. And yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Not 2 weeks from now, but I don't know. I don't even want to say it. I'm just gonna do it. So as far as how often I'm gonna be uploading and all of that, I will talk to you soon. I missed you. Thank you for being here again, and I love you. Bye.